What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition. So I'm here in Lobliner, Ohio at our free gym, Tiger Fitness headquarters. And check it out. When I train, I was doing some hamstrings. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one of those guys that I never check my text. No. I'm texting, I'm answering emails, I'm looking at news stories. Like between sets, you gotta rest. And when I'm training alone, what am I just stand there and listen to, Five Finger Death Punch, like just standing there, look, no, I'm gonna check my email. I have a phone, it's called technology. So, I'm actually reading a news story on Steven Crowder getting demonetized on YouTube. They're keeping his videos up, but they're demonetizing him. And, you go into the Twitterverse, which is a whole armpit of society that was almost better off left undiscovered, right? And you see people going back and forth. Now, he has one shirt that says socialism is for homosexual slur. So, let me explain my thoughts on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, social media, monetization, and the right to disseminate information. Now, first of all, it's not a right, it's a privilege. These are privately owned organizations. Now, I understand there are some laws preventing discrimination in workplaces. Obviously, we abide by them here. You abide by them everywhere. But I'm a straight up and down capitalist. I believe that it is an employer or a company's right to refuse service or refuse participation with anybody. I don't believe we should have to let people know why we didn't hire them. I don't believe YouTube needs to let people know why they don't like them. It's their business, it's their money. When whoever started Google, when Al Gore invented the internet, all that stuff, when they put their ass on the line and put the investment and the risk to start YouTube, to start Google, or somebody who opens up a flower shop down the street or whatever, starting a business is a huge risk. So you take that risk and you sacrifice. And a lot of business owners, 94% of businesses fail, right? So a lot of business owners, for the first few years, they're literally, living on peanuts. And you look at even Steve Jobs, work starting in a garage. You know what I mean? So we all have that, a lot of us, not all of us, a lot of successful CEOs I met have that Cinderella story. I know that has nothing to do with this, but this is where I'm getting at. Now, let me go to where my companies are. Now, when I owned Scivation from 2004 to 2011, we didn't have social media. It took me a lot of time to get the word out there. I literally hopped in a Toyota Corolla, filled the car full of branched chain amino acids, Extend it was, and I drove around and told people about it. Anybody who listened, I'd have 2 people in a gym, and I'd be giving them a seminar on mTOR and BCAA. And the old grind, going door to door selling vacuums. That's how it used to be. Now when you launch a company or when you do something to promote yourself, if I want to get this video out with my knowledge, I just post it on YouTube. I literally need a cell phone with a camera on it and an internet upload ability, which is usually on the cell phone if I want it to be. I can edit it, do everything on my cell phone, upload it, boom. Everybody in the world has access to that video, right? Back in the day, you couldn't do that. Back in the day, as a pro bodybuilder, if I wanted to get my name out there, I'd have to hope and pray that Muscle Mag, Muscle Fitness, Flex Magazine gets out there. Now you have a bunch of self-made famous athletes who had no publication whatsoever. They just built a social media page. They just built Instagram. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook has led to a ton of people who might not have been successful before with their skill set being extremely successful, making a ton of money and starting empires and businesses. I believe it's been phenomenal for economy and the entrepreneurial spirit. With that said, look at this YouTube channel right here, The Tiger Fitness, right? Now this YouTube channel, while not the sole purpose for our growth as a company, when the amino spiking scandal broke, and I was one of the first ones, or I was the first one with a bigger name to get out there and do a video, our company inadvertently blew up because our protein isn't amino spiked. It's super high quality protein. It allowed me to get out to the world without running a $20,000 ad in Muscle and Fitness magazine. That's how much I worked at Weider for 5 years. $20,000 was the cost of one page in Muscle and Fitness. I was able to literally, if I didn't want to, I didn't have to wear pants. All you saw was from here up. And I was able to literally get that video up within 5 hours of finding out the news, reading the story, getting my information. It was out there, and it had over 20,000 views in less than a day. You know how long that would take me before? And that inadvertently raised my sales. Every video I have in the description box below, you have a link to my Instagram, you have a link to my store, you have a link to my coaching at marclobliner.com. You have all this stuff, right? That's free. That's generating income. The fact that YouTube, Google Video is what YouTube is, the fact that they sell ads and pay you to put videos up to market your own stuff is a blessing and almost absurd. I come from a time when to get business, you had to grind. These kids don't know what grinding is. You had to literally get in a car, go gym to gym, go store to store, and sell your product and preach and leave your family for days. Now I travel little. Other than coming to my headquarters in Ohio, my warehouse in Vegas, and obviously my other headquarters for another company in California, I don't really do much. I used to literally get on the car and drive for 3 weeks straight, store to store, to gym to store to whatever it is, getting the message across. So YouTube demonetized his channel. His videos are still out there. Will he get put in the algorithm? Probably not. They're probably gonna ding him on that too, but that's their right. YouTube has given us a tremendous opportunity. If one day says, look, I might not agree with it, I might be pissed off. If they say Marc Lobliner gets demonetized, doesn't get a channel because he looks stupid as a 38-year-old male in that stupid thing on his head, and the dad bod thing offends me, I'm out. It's their right. I just have to find another way to make revenue. Now, there are other ways. And in my opinion now, Steven Crowder is a conservative, capitalist. What is more capitalist than a business's right to refuse service to anybody? Because here's what should happen. You're telling me there's no rich conservatives who can invest in a platform like Google, who can invest in a platform like Twitter, who can invest in a platform like Facebook, who can build that shit, who can get a team of programmers? You're telling me the Koch brothers can't do that? You're telling me that all these rich-ass Republicans can't figure out a way? All I hear is conservatives griping and moaning about the censorship on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. And I get your gripe, it's not fair. But with unfairness comes opportunity. Where is a conservative platform? You want Steven Crowder to be able to get monetized and sell his shirts? Build a company, build an ad generating stream, which is easy to do. You run ads through the videos, cost upload. The problem is everybody who's tried to go up against YouTube has failed. What is it, Vimeo? Where is that? What was the other one? There was another one that I started. But there's been 2 or 3 that have just absolutely failed because YouTube is just a beast. And YouTube is essentially Google. So you either play within their rules or you don't. If Steven Crowder wants to get monetized, do what they asked you to do. Take down the shirt link that sells shirts such as socialism is for FAGGOTS. Because you know damn well he makes more money off those damn shirts and merch than he does the YouTube monetization, although he does get a ton of views. I bet he's making straight up cash. Like Logan Paul was making millions of dollars. I mean, the woman who opens the toy eggs, who ended up being a porn star that my kids were watching. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's a porn star. I'm like, awesome. At least she's making money, right? Like they were getting tremendous money just on revenue, just on ad revenue. So my opinion is, dude, is it fair? No, not fair. Not fair at all. Life isn't fair. You know what's not fair? The fact that I'm 38 years old and I already have all these wrinkles. You know what's not fair? I got a sore on the bottom of my foot and it hurts. I still got to walk. You either play within YouTube's rules or they kick you off, plain and simple. Anyway, everything they're saying is pretty much in the partnership contract they send to you, which I signed. Because I have 370 or whatever subscribers, right? 370,000 subscribers. I have the partnership agreement and I work with Full Screen as my, whatever they call them. It's in there. They can get rid of your ass for any reason they want. In my opinion, this isn't even a conversation. It's their platform. They can do what they want to do with it. If you play by the rules, that's great. If not, again, conservatives, if you're mad, start a competing company. Coke, Pepsi, right? Like, it's been done before. Hertz, Avis, like, why do they have a monopoly? They don't need to. You have the internet. It's all about technology, building a good app, and getting it out there. But I digress. I play by YouTube's rules. I talk to my rep over there at YouTube if there's any issue I have, and she explains it. And whether I agree with her explanation or not, I'm like, cool story, bro. Let's roll with it. What are your thoughts? I like Steven Crowder, by the way. I like even people who disagree with him, who have the alternate view. I use YouTube because of the variety of information. You know, it has such a variety of information. I can listen to socialists, I can listen to capitalists, I can listen to viewpoints on all angles, and then from there, I draw my conclusion. You know, just the other day, I was driving, I have Blinkist, which is it reads 15-minute versions of books, and I listened to a socialist book on the way to work. It was Why Socialism Works. On the way home, Why Capitalism Works. It's all about broadening your mind. So I'm not taking a stance. You know, I'm not saying I'm conservative, this and that. I'm just saying that, look, if you're on their ball field, man, you play by their rules. It is what it is. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. That's not a game.